Help the chicken along, and especially if you're a pyromaniac, it's a lot of fun for the fire. You take this chicken in here, and you can use some sort of an acid. You can use wine, you can use lemon juice. Since this is a Caribbean type of chicken dish, we use beer, okay? And you put the beer in, and you let the, you let the flame catch it, and it helps it along. And fire is the coolest thing in the world, so, okay? It's similar, I want to say similar to a potato, because it's starchy, although it's not as high in carbs and sugar, which is very weird. It's not a very high sugar content vegetable, okay, although it resembles a potato. Now the tartar sauce, I cheated, okay? Just go get mayonnaise. You know, you're not gonna sit there and make aioli every time or whatever. So I'm gonna do the tartar sauce with the, now I'm using serrano peppers because they did not have scotch bonnet or bonnet peppers. Does anybody know what those are? Do you know? Oh boy, honey, they are, you've heard of habanero peppers? Yes. It's the same exact thing. Huh?
What a shame.
What a shame, huh? Why, because you would have wanted me to do that again?
No, but it sounds like too hot to eat.
Yeah, they're hot. They're really hot. And you're going to butterfly the shrimp. This is what you want it to look like because you want the cavity to stuff, to put the stuffing in. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit, not too much, of black pepper in here because remember we have the serranos. And then what we're going to do is take this yuca and we're going to stuff this, okay? And it's trial and error. And when you come up here, you'll see because you're going to actually do these, okay? You're going to do these and you're going to get the feel. What you're going to do is you're going to stuff them like this, okay? So that's what you want them to look like. And then there is something I'm sure everybody knows. It's called an egg wash, right? An egg wash is anytime you're frying something. Okay, so I have peanut oil that is heating right now that I can hear. It's hot. Some of these recipes, it'll probably say heated to 350 degrees, and they tell you to get a grease thermometer, all that kind of stuff. You don't need to buy thermometers and all that. You know what you do? You throw something in a grease, and if it starts like screaming and sizzling, it's ready, okay? You don't have to go spend money on that stuff. All right, so we're using for this particular egg wash or wash, we're using flour, egg, and panko. Okay, because panko gives it that extra crunch. Panko's awesome, yeah, and it gives it that extra dimension. Okay, so again, with we're gonna season this because we don't want anything to really taste bland. But then, okay, now I'm using black pepper because we don't have white pepper. But when you put black pepper in this, or like in mashed potatoes, sometimes it looks like there's ants in it. So just for presentation's sake, just kind of remember that white pepper may be a good substitute. Or if you want to use cayenne, that's fine too. So what you're going to do is you're going to coat it in the flour, like this. And then you're going to dip it in the egg. And it's messy. And then you're going to put it in the panko. And you want to get a lot of panko on it because you want it really crunchy. Okay, so this is frying kind of slow, but this is one stage of it, if you can see. I don't want to put my hand on that shrimp. Okay, scotch bonnet tartar sauce. Okay, so, all right, so we're going to put some mayonnaise in the bowl. And of course, tartar sauce has sweet pickles, right? So you can just add a little sweet pickles. And your quantities are all on your thing. Don't start going, oh my God, she doesn't have a measuring spoon. You know, forget about the measuring spoons, okay? And when you go home, I don't want y'all to use measuring spoons, please, okay? I'm watching you. I have a crystal ball at my house. So, all right, and then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna mix it up really well. And all right, so we go back to the shrimp, and you want it to be, this is what you want it to look like. Is that pretty? Okay, so when you bite into it though too, you're gonna have the yuca and you know, some of that scotch bonnet stuff going on, and then you have the tartar sauce. Oh my God. I know it's all over my face. I don't care. I know, that's the best part of it. Okay, this is good. Okay, so we're gonna dip the shrimp. Oops. We're gonna dip the shrimp in. I'm gonna take a big bite. Okay. Yeah? Total love.